Hello, Mechatronics lover. Today I'd like to share with you the competition, the Mechatronics competition that occurs in Seoul, Korea. This was the test project. Let's see how was this test project. This test project was considered the most difficult test project ever in WorldSkills, and the reasons why Korea, Switzerland, and Singapore finished in the podium. Stay tuned. So the WorldSkills in Seoul 2001, the Mechatronics competition have 20 teams, and the competition take place in COEX. And was the first time that WorldSkills, the name WorldSkills was used. So this is the Brazilian team, competitors Fernando and Felipe, and the expert was José Ricardo, and the translator is Paulo Villiger. I was the trainer. This is my first team that I prepared. So let's start with MPS Festo. In 2001, the MPS Festo changed from version B to version C. Was the first time that version C was used, and mainly the system used a lot of conveyor belts, and this is new for every team. So the no stations was distribution and Mitsubishi robot version RV2AJ. About the evaluation criteria, there is 4 criteria: time, 50.5%, functioning using Simubox and PLC board, and the first time that we have criteria, professional practice and safety, how criteria. So in the only 2 items, professional practice was distance between cable ties, and safety was collision, 11%. And this year we have the 5% for the project cost. This was very amazing. I will explain in the correct task. So the task 1 was assembling of distribution station, maximum time 1 hour and 2 points. 1.4 for functioning and 0.6 for professional practice and safety. There is no points for time, because this is a new rule in the trade description, because the stations that was announced that was no stations, the time was not possible used to evaluate. So here we have some pictures, and here the evaluation using Simubox. So here to show the correct assembling, the correct tubing assembling and electrical assembly. So this is the result of task 1. Several teams get 100%, 2 points: Brazil, Sweden, Japan, Singapore, and other teams probably lost or professional practice or collision points. So the task 2 was troubleshooting, maximum time 30 minutes, and 3 points for time, 1.4 for function, and 0.6 for professional practice. So one point interesting is the defects registration. Not only discover the defects and correct it, but the registration was evaluated too. So the result of task 2, the Korea was the first, follow Germany, Australia, Sweden, Switzerland. Brazil don't have a good result here. I don't know why, but this was the result. So the last task of day 1 was task 3, design, assembling, and commissioning of sorting station. And this task was divided in two parts: 30 minutes for design and 1 hour and a half for assembly and commissioning sorting station. So this picture shows the Brazilian team working, and here we can see the first team in WorldSkills that use use some device like that device to auxiliary keep the cable ties in the hand or in the arm. This was the first time, and after this other teams start using this kind of devices. Okay, here it's possible to see the instructions for task 3, and I'd like to show that this instruction is very short. It's very short instructions. For example, using parts ordered from the catalog, design the hardware for a station that is capable of sending workpieces sorted by color material using sensors onto 3 different slides placed on a conveyor belt. So this description is description of sorting station. And okay, it's good. It's good. One point, it's good. They have small instructions. It's easy to translate, but sometimes we don't have the correct informations, the enough informations. Okay, in the first step of the task, the teams make the choice of components from the catalog, and this is the catalog, and here the row to ask the components from the person. So, and here is more, have a zoom of the catalog. Every component, each component have the price, and the project cost, the value of project cost is 5% of the task. So if any item was requested after the maximum time, the cost would be 105% more, 50% more than the normal price. So this is very interesting. So here we have some pictures about this task, and some layouts is not a common layout. This is okay. This is a normal layout, but this is not common. This is not common layout. Probably the reason about this was the short instructions and don't have drawings, only text. And these teams probably have problems in the sequence of the tasks. So, and here it's possible to see the evaluation using Simubox in this task. This was the result. Switzerland was first, Austria second, England, and so on. Okay. In the end of day 1, after 12 points disputed, Switzerland was first, earning a good result, almost 100%. So, and the other teams, Brazil starting in 9th place. It's not little bit, but it's not so good. Okay, let's continue. The day 2, continue with task 4. Task 4 was programming of distribution and sorting stations. The first task that involved programming, PLC programming, and a lot of points, 15 points, and 10 points for time. And take a look, only 1 hour. Only 1 hour to program. This is very, very, in my idea, a short time to develop this. Of course, distribution and sorting is easy, but let's see if it was easy, but not so easy, because the system have two functions, two variants. The variant 1 is a normal function of sorting station. Slide 1 receive black workpiece, slide 2 receive silver, and slide 3 receive red. And in the variant 2, if switch manual automatic was in manual position, they receive in a order: black, silver, and red. If the workpiece is not in this sequence, the workpiece must refused. So the Korean team was the first. Was very impressive result. Switzerland was second, and the other teams don't finish in time during the 1 hour, and receive not complete points for functioning. Brazil have a no good session, only 2.5 points. Probably they finish only the standard function, and the other function is not running. So next task was task 5, troubleshooting, but this task was cancelled, and all teams get 0 points. 0 points. So, and the next task was task 6, assembly, programming, commissioning stations, distribution, robot, and sorting. The parts are placed in the magazine from the distribution station. The robot pick up the parts and place in the belt of the sorting station, and the sorting sort the stations. But this task only in 1 hour. So this task was cancelled too. The points have been allocated in other tasks. Okay, the normal layout, the normal result, the layout result was this: distribution, robot, and sorting. Because this position is possible to the robot take the workpiece here and then put here in the belt. So if the robot stay here in this side or in this side, is not so good, because it's difficult to take the workpiece and move. So some pictures about this task show us a different points. So it's possible to see the robot in this position. Here the same, the robot, and the teams is teaching the position and working with the robot here. So probably the experts in a meeting decided use this time to the teams working with the robot, to get familiarization with the Mitsubishi robot. Probably this occurs. So the ranking after day 2 and 27 points disputed, Korea was the first and Switzerland the second. So day 1 Switzerland, and day 2 Korea go to the first place. So Brazil improved a little bit, finish the second day in 6th place. So day 3 start with task 7. Task 7 was design, assembly, programming and commissioning, distribution, sorting and robot. But the sorting was different sorting. This task we have only one slide to sort the bad parts and bad parts. So this station we have a conveyor belt, the slide, and two magazines. One magazine for thermometers, like these thermometers, and one slide to finished products. So, and the system must functioning using in two different ways. So if the switch automan in auto position, the silver parts transports to the end of the belt and receive the thermometers, and all other parts was sorted in the slide. If the switch in manual position, the black parts will receive the thermometer, and all other parts sort into the slide. So the maximum time was 3 hours and 30.5 points. So this is the workpieces. The workpieces. This is a new workpiece to receive a base and the clocks must be assembled using the robot, and a slide to receive the clocks and slide the workpieces. So this is very interesting. Because how robot will take the clocks, the thermometers or clocks here. This is the point. This is the main difficult point of this task. So, and in these pictures, it's possible see the competitor discover this solution. They use the fingers to take the clock and use the fingers. So and here we have a sequence of robot assembly. So let's see this sequence of robot assembling assembling the clock. The result of this task was Singapore first. Singapore won his first task. It was very good, and Brazil get the second place. This second place was the best task of Brazil. It was very good. And it's strange for me. Look, Korea team only 3 points. So Korea was in first place in day 2, and in this task was not so good. So let's discover the reason. Here we have 2 pictures of system Brazil and Korea system. I saved these pictures in 2001 to compare the quality of assembling the system. And look the pictures again. I discovered this point, because this is the solution that Brazil and other teams had, and it's possible to see the space, the enough space here to the fingers of robot take the clock. And here in the Korea project is not possible to see. They didn't discover this solution. And here it's possible to see one good part, one good workpiece, and probably they assembly only one clock, and this is the reason. Don't have space here, and probably the robot take the clock from this position, one finger here and another finger here, and only this. So the task 8 was troubleshooting, and 1 hour maximum time and 8 points. So the picture show the Switzerland team open a cylinder, and probably they change the repairs of the internal repairs of the cylinder in this task. So this was the result of task 8. Sweden first, Japan, Switzerland, Austria. Was a very interesting task. So task 9, design, assembly, program and commissioning of distribution, testing and conveyor belt. Here we have a new station named testing station, and this station is used to measure the internal diameter, the internal diameter of the workpieces. To do this is a measuring model. This measuring model use a gripper, and in this gripper have a small finger here, and one sensor using LVDT technology to measure. So good parts with this range is transported to the belt on the next station here, and bad parts drop into the testing station, drop in the slide here. So another function is a full conveyor belt function. When the conveyor have 4 workpieces, the system must stop and show the situation. So in this task we have, before the main task, we have the design, the second moment of design using the catalog, and we have some pictures of this task. It's possible to look the competitor assembling the measure model here. One competitor testing the four workpieces, and here it's good to see the cables, the assembly of cables in a row. So in this task, unfortunately, Brazil team have 2 problems. They receive a locked conveyor belt. This picture shows this is not good conveyor, and they change, but probably they spend some time, and in this competition time is points. So during the evaluation, during the operation, when 2 conveyors were activated at the same time, the power supply go down, and this is probably because the current peak and the power supply shut down. and the result was very dangerous. Dangerous, no, very no good result. So this was the most difficult task for everybody, for every teams. 14 teams get 0 or almost 0, get 0 points. Only 6 teams get points and small points. So, and the day 3 finished after almost 60 points. Switzerland go to first, return to first position. Korea go to the second, and Brazil don't have the last test don't have a good task, but finish the day in the podium at this moment in the 3 position, but the percentage is not good. So okay, the last day we have 2 tasks. Task 10. Task 10. The system receive more slides and more clocks, more parts like this, and if the automan switch in the position auto, the silver workpiece receive the thermometer, the black receive the humidity, and the red receive clock. If the switch in manual, the silver receive the humidity, the black receive thermometer, and the red receive the clock. Additional programs: stop and restart the line. Press the stop, the system stops, and press start, the system continuing. And or if you press, I don't know exactly how button, but probably reset button, this is a clear machine function. The workpieces that stay in the conveyors must refuse it in a slide. So this task have a lot of points, and this was the result. Only Singapore and Korea finished during the time, and another teams don't finish, don't deliver all functions. So Brazil have only 5 points, and Switzerland, that was in first place in the second before, have a no good task. So, and the last task was troubleshooting, 1 hour maximum time. And in this task, they receive the points of the cost of the project. The 5 points was put together this task. So this was the result. Switzerland have the first place in this task, Singapore second, Japan third, and so on. So this is the final ranking. Korea and Switzerland get the gold medal with a percentage 60 points. This is the roast points, the pool score that you have in the WorldSkills Mechatronics competition. And that next slide you explain the reasons. Singapore get the third place and almost finish very near of the gold, because only 1 point. Take a look. If more 1 point in the WorldSkills scale, Singapore received the gold together, Korea and Switzerland. Brazil finished in 4th place with 49.5 points. So Seoul, in my mind, Seoul 2001 was breaking paradigms in Mechatronics competition. So why? Many modules in short times. This was no good because this next competition in 2003 in St. Gallen, we have only 8 tasks. So the first time with points for functioning. In previous competition, we have only time points, and here the first time points for functioning. The first time that was evaluate professional practice. This was very good. Of course, only 2 items, but last competition Kazan we have 45 items, and this the professional practice criteria improve a lot. So just one chance to evaluate. This was very hard to the teams, but is necessary in that moment. The first time that MPS version C was used in the competition, and the conveyors and the components was new for every team. And new workpieces. This was new for everybody, and nobody have these components or these stations to prepare to train before the competition. So this is the final result. Korea, Switzerland get the gold, Singapore get the bronze. Congratulations for these teams. Each team won 2 tasks during the competition and deserve finish in the podium. So Fernando and Felipe finish in 4th position, and in the Brazil team ranking finish with the third score. The third better score in Brazilian team was very nice for us, and I'm very proud of this team. Fernando and Felipe are strong guys, are very good guys, and my first team that I prepared, and I have very good memories from this team. So here the official result with the name of competitors of the teams, and I'd like to remember these competitors. Mr. Gun Lee from Korea, he was expert from Korea in São Paulo 2015 and in Abu Dhabi 2017. Mr. Makoto Aoki, he is Japanese trainer. He trained in a Nissan team. So and Felipe today work in a automation factory, and Fernando sells machines, big machines in Brazil. So thanks for watching. This is the history behind Seoul 2001 Mechatronics competition. Subscribe the channel, send your message, and bye bye.